The average student debt for people graduating from a four-year college is nearly $24,000. It is so bad that our combined student debt now eclipses all of our credit card debt. It's just astounding to me. So how will these changes that the president is proposing help?
This is a big deal. Basically what we're doing, and we're just going to do this by ourselves, we can't wait for Congress, we're just going to act, is we're going to reduce those monthly payments depending on the individual by as much as a couple $100s. So if we can reduce those monthly payments, we'll reduce defaults, we'll strengthen the economy. And Carol, you know, people are hurting out there. Families are struggling. It's hard for recent college graduates to get a good job. We have to help out. We're thrilled to be able to do this and just to do it now, not to wait.
Well, let's look at an example that you gave us about how this plan will affect like a real person. I'll put that in quotes. We have a nurse earning $45,000 a year with $60,000 in federal student loans. Under the standard payment plan, she pays $690 a month. Under the revised pay-as-you-earn plan, that would drop to $239. That would save that woman, that nurse, $451 a month. And after 20 years, if she hasn't paid off all of the debt, that debt will be forgiven. So I guess my question is why would you ever choose to pay off all of the debt if the debt will eventually be forgiven?
Well, people want to do the right thing. We want to encourage them to do this. This is really about reducing that debt, putting more disposable income in people's pockets, helping them pay the rent or buy the car or buy groceries or pay the electric bill, whatever it might be. This is trying to help people now, and ultimately by reducing that debt each month, lowering those payments, we're going to reduce default rates for the country.
Of course, the biggest problem here is the cost of a college education. It just keeps going up. It increased again. What, Christine is my encyclopedia of consumer knowledge. What, college?
Another 5 or 8%, depending on where you go.
Another 5 to 8%. That's crazy. Is there anything that the government can do to try to control the cost of a college education?
Well, I don't know if we can control the cost. We've tried to do a couple things. We've already had historic increases in Pell Grants on the front end, an additional $40 billion for low-income families to send their children to college. We did that without going back to taxpayers for a dime, simply stopping subsidizing banks, putting all that money into young people. That was controversial here in Washington. We thought it was absolutely the right thing to do. We're also announcing today much greater transparency. As young people are applying to college, they're going to get much more information on what they're going to pay over the 4 years. We have the best system of higher education in the world. People are smart, they're savvy. We want them to shop and compare. Everyone wants a good education, but they want to get good value for that money.
Give them some advice because, you know, at public universities, because states are having so many problems with their budgets, tuition at state university is going up too. I mean, nobody can afford anything anymore. It's insane. So give us some advice. What should we do? What should parents do to ensure that their kid can get a college education?
Again, shop and compare. There are different things going on. Some universities are raising their tuition much higher than inflation. Other universities are keeping their tuition flat. They're going to 3-year programs. They're going to no-frill universities. Community colleges are a great value, great bargain. We're doing everything we can to support those. So there's a range of great options. Be smart. Think about it. Weigh all those options. You want to get a good education. You want to look at graduation rates. You want to look at potential majors. But you want to look at what those costs are going to be, not just the first year, but over the 4 years until you complete.